Welcome in, everybody. Man, what's going on? What's going on? My boy Trent in the building. How you doing, my dog?
I'm doing great, man. So today, All-Star weekend, All-Star break is around the corner. A few weeks away. The All-Star voting started a week or two or so. And so me and John decided to do an episode of having our All-Star starters. And in part two, we are going to have our All-Star reserves. So get ready for the series. It's going to be a dope little series, man. Me and John off camera, we're going back and forth with certain players. And we're actually going to have a segment in our podcast this upcoming Friday about it. We're going to go more in details and debate about that shit too. So make sure you go check that out when that drops on Friday. But you ready, John?
I'm ready. I'm ready to get into this, man. We was talking a little bit off camera, man. So I'm definitely am ready to let the family out there hear it. It is January 4th for anybody out there trying to timestamp us. And if all that's out the way, you ready to get into these All-Stars, my boy? Starters?
Yeah. So do you want to go first? I'll go.
All right. I'll list my East off first, and then you go ahead and list your East off. All right.
I bet.
All right, here we go. At the starting point guard position, none other than the man who just made history, than the man who just put a 71 burger up, Donovan Mitchell. At the two guard, I got none other than the two-way lethal assassin, Jaylen Brown, been helping the Celtics be the number one seed right now. Kevin Durant is going to be my 3. Jason Tatum is going to be my 4. And Giannis is going to be my 5. No, that seems like, oh, you ain't got no real big out there. But Giannis to play 1 through 5. That's my starting lineup.
So I'm going to say my starting lineup, and then I'm going to say something about your starting lineup because yours have so much flaws. All right. So I know a lot of people don't put a respect on this dude anymore because of outside critics. Well, I don't want to say outside critics, but a lot of people don't put respect on his name like this because of what he does outside of basketball. He misses game because he's on Zoom calls and he's requesting trades and this and that. But when it comes to strictly basketball, when it comes to strictly skill and strictly talent, he is top 1B, top 1A with Steph Curry, who gave him that work in the NBA Finals. Let's not forget about him, all right? Who hit that shot in Kyrie Irving. Listen, people don't put respect on his name, but he's having a hell of a season, especially after all that drama. And I know that has nothing to do with the All-Stars voting, but the fact that he overcame all this stuff to prove you haters wrong, that I believe he's going to be in that starting lineup this year. Number 2, I got Donovan Mitchell. No, there's not really much to say about that. You know what I'm saying? Donovan Mitchell's that guy.
I'm not sure.
He put up 71 points. Listen, Alexis saying I'm not sure about Donovan Mitchell. It looks crazy to me. I'm going to be honest with you. What do you mean she's not sure? Anyways, 71 points. He's just obviously in the starting lineup. Don't really have to say too much about this. Now, this is where it gets a little bit interesting because I have tons of respect for Jason Tatum. I honestly think he should be in the starting lineup. But when you got the Slim Reaper, you got the Slime, who joined the Golden State Warriors, who joined the team, who snaked my boy, number 0, to play with Steph, the best point guard in NBA history. Yeah, I said it. And Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is a natural, skilled, talented baller, and he deserves to be in it. And listen, like I said, at the end of the day, these are votes. We all know how the voting is. It's not fair. It's never going to be like that. That's just how the NBA is and NFL is. It's never going to be fair. So if you think your players deserve it, they do. But what we're going to do about it is life. It is what it is, right? Giannis, best player in the NBA with Luka, and Joel. I'm surprised John didn't have Joel in his lineup because, Joel and Jokic are literally 1A, 1A. I'm just saying.
Hey, I give it to you. Joel is a starting caliber center in the All-Star game. But when I'm looking at my starting lineup and I'm looking at okay, who can I have out there that can really do everything that Joel Embiid can and even a little bit more? I got to look at Giannis. I mean, when we look at the Celtics and the Bucks, those are two teams that are in a class of their own. Those are two teams that are by themselves. Now, granted, the Nets, because the KD, which is why he's in both of our starting lineups, have been really pulling it together on a 12-game win streak as of today. But if you ask me, who do I want out there? I want some winners in Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, and Giannis. Those are three players that are in a class of their own. And then you add a player like Donovan Mitchell, and this East squad might be one of the best squads ever. My East squad might be one of the best squads ever.
It's funny because Jaylen Brown, have you noticed this year he's been starting stuff? Like he's been getting a little bit more fights this year.
Because he not having it no more.
You know why he's not having it no more?
He done with the disrespect. He a superstar. He a 1A.
I agree. I definitely agree. But let me go to your lineup real quick. I like it. But John, bro, like I said, bro, we talked about this. They ain't putting two starters in. And the reason why I have Kyrie and KD in the same starting lineup is because their name. Jaylen Brown gets disrespected a lot. He shouldn't. He really shouldn't. He's really that dude. Like, there was a point in time where people was like, yo, I might take him over Jason Tatum. Like, you're not going to do that now because Jason Tatum took his game to a whole nother level. But there was a time, really, that like last year, the season before, and even in the finals, Jaylen Brown played better than Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? But we all know Jaylen Brown's name is just boring. When you say Jason Tatum, everything just starts lighting up. You know what I'm saying? It's a light-skinned queen. I mean, king, I'm sorry. Like, it's just Jason Tatum, like his name, you know what I'm saying? Like high selling Jaylen Brown, just like, oh, that's Jason Tatum's sidekick.
That's crazy. You see, now if who's saying, the people that are saying that are the people that are not watching the games. Those are the people that are just looking on TV and looking at the headline. Because when you look at Jaylen Brown's numbers, what's he doing? Averaging 3 less points than the superstar Jason Tatum. He's averaging right now. Jaylen Brown is 27 points on 50% from the field. We're not talking about a player like Joel Embiid. We're not talking about most of his shots are from outside the paint. Yet he's averaging 50% from the field. Now, and don't get me wrong, he's not guarding the other team's best player, like, because that's Marcus Smart job. But you best believe he's shouldering a lot of that defensive load. I agree with you. It will be hard, realistically, for the NBA to give Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum that starting lineup. But if we talking about who deserves it, it's not a single player in the NBA that don't deserve it more than this dude right there, Jaylen Brown. Put it on wax.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I definitely agree with you. And I do want to say that when you said that people are not watching basketball, that's the problem with the votes. Those are the exact people that are voting. So every single year, they're going to see Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is a champion. Kyrie Irving hit that game-winning shot. That's all they're going to see. You feel me? They're not going to be like Jaylen Brown throughout the years have each is approved and is that 1A dude now. Because they're thinking of Jaylen Brown as when he had the little fro and he was all right. You feel me? Like, that's how they look at Jaylen Brown. And when they look at Jaylen Brown's stats, like, yes, they're incredible, but they're like, I'd rather have someone that's more excited. That's just how the voting is. And the voting, we could talk about the voting all the time, all we want, but it's never going to change. And that's why I personally don't like it. But hey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
You got a point on that. You definitely got a point on that. But all right, my boy, let's go ahead and kick it to the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? I know you out there stationed in the East, so now we're going over there, kick it to the West.
So,
and you go ahead and run off your starting lineup first this time.
All right. So, SGA. Starting off with SGA. If SGA does not make the starting lineup, I told John this in a podcast. I'm not watching that All-Star break, All-Star weekend, All-Star break ever. I'm telling you this. SGA is that dude every single season. He just keeps breaking out. It's crazy because they literally the Clippers traded away SGA to the OKC Thunder for Paul George. And if you want to talk about it, who really won that trade? Clippers? Do you want to talk? Like, let's be honest, John. Clippers, they traded for Paul George to win a championship. They have yet to even reach the Western Conference Finals. OKC got a superstar player and draft picks to build with. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta look at OKC looking back, OKC fleeced them. And I love Paul George. I think he's a bucket. But man, SGA is on a different level. I think the only point guard that can really be not even really a point guard, but just always has the ball in his hand all the time right now is having a better year than him is Luka. But besides that, SGA is that dude. Right? Then I got Luka, obviously. Luka is just that dude. Like, do I really got to explain about Luka?
No. No. He that dude.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Luka just that dude. Jokic, I don't really, that's kind of self-explainable, self-explained too. You know, Jokic is literally the best center in the league. Whatever. For each your own. You can like Joel more, you can Jokic more. It doesn't really matter. You know, they're just both talented. But then I think Zion makes it. And hear me out. I think the reason why I think Zion makes it is because it's super unfortunate that he just dealt with this injury. Super unfortunate, man. He's going to be out for a few weeks, but he's been balling. And the thing that I always find to press about Zion is that he can't shoot. He can hardly, he's a mediocre free throw shooter. He gets all his points from attacking the rim and bullying people. I seen a quote from D'Angelo Russell saying, Zion's playing football here and we're playing basketball. That's how strong this dude is. And like the fact that he's averaging like close to 30 points a game, just getting all his points from the paint is really impressive. Because we all know, John, in this day and generation, you need to shoot or you ain't lasting. You're not lasting at all. Zion, nah. I can't shoot, but I'm still going to give you a $130 every single night. And I'm going to dunk on your favorite player. You know what I'm saying? And then, lastly, John, turn your head. Nope. The other way, John. The other way, John.
Not this dude.
Yo. Give respect. Give respect to Ja.
You stop playing with me. There's no way you got John there, boy.
I know.
Oh man. Well, let me go ahead and run off my lineup then, so it could just obliterate your lineup because that's we know the Trent, bro. We doing the All-Star for the NBA, not for the elementary school down the street, my boy. We doing it for the NBA.
Okay.
You want to hear my lineup?
I want to hear it. I want to hear it because I tell you, my five. You got to think about this. This is an all-star game, so they can have fun all they want. This ain't, and I have a Luka and an SGA who's better than any of the players you just named. I got the most athletic point guard in the NBA. I got Zion who's just gonna truck and bully every single player in your lineup.
So you're not running the all-star format no more? The 2 guards, 3 front court?
I mean, is Luka a guard?
Okay, I'll give you that. I will give you that. I will 100% give you that. I will 100% give you that.
That's why I put Ja because Luka. I don't consider Luka as a guard.
I will 100% give you that. I will give you that. All right. So check this out then. This is what I got because I'm right there with you with that whole SGA point. I mean, we talking about a guard, not a big man, a guard who's leading the league right now in free throw attempts. So he's getting to the free throw line. He's really just been that guy. I don't think there's much to say. If you haven't seen a game of SGA, please go watch Oklahoma City Thunder and grab some popcorn while you're at it because you're going to see a show. At my 2, I mean, I'll give you Luka he could be backcourt and front court. I went ahead and put him at the front court. At the backcourt because it's not really a debate about it. Luka is Luka running the league right now. At my front court, then I have none other than GOAT James. You talk about a man that's 38 years old, averaging 29 points, and really doing everything to salvage Lakers season because Anthony Davis has problems and he's made out of glass. But that's a whole nother discussion for us to get into. And then when you said Zion, you told me, hear me out. Like I wouldn't agree with you, my boy. Zion has been on an absolute tear. And like how you mentioned, I believe he's only made like 1 3 the entire year. And he's only shot a couple. All of his buckets are at the rim. He's being aggressive, just like how we talked about with SGA. He's getting to the line. When you're getting to the line, you know what that shows me? You're playing aggressive. You're playing with the mentality, I got to get to it. So that's Zion doing his thing. And then at the 5, I mean, Jokic. But now I will say this. Now, here's my caveat. Because it is an absolute robbery to take a starting lineup from Anthony Davis the way he was playing. But it is also, in my opinion, unfair if we give Anthony Davis a spot in the starting lineup when he's timelined to return late January, early February. All-Star game is going to happen early February. So if he comes back a couple of games before the All-Star game, I don't think that'd be fair to players like SGA, Luka, I mean, LeBron, Zion, all those guys. But let me tell you this. If he makes an early return and he plays the way he was playing, that was MVP Anthony Davis. No doubt about it. That was the best Anthony Davis we had ever seen. So if he returns and continues to play at that level, here's my starting lineup. Hey, SGA, get out of the starting lineup. I got Luka, LeBron, Zion, AD, and Jokic. Tell me who's taking that squad down. Tell me who's taking that squad down right now. Tell me. Because ain't a single player in there that's taking that squad down.
Man. Yo, guys, when someone's just chatting, I don't know what that means. When someone just starts talking and rambling, they know like that lineup. They know like that lineup could be taken out. Let's be honest. And it's coming from a typical it's coming from a Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? That's why he wants to throw in love for Anthony Davis. That like Lakers fans always want to throw in that if he's comes back, bro. Anthony Davis, I get it. He was playing great, but bro, do you want to talk about early in the regular season, Anthony Davis? Do you want to talk about that, John?
I want to talk about Anthony Davis when he was playing at an MVP level. Yeah, I do want to talk about that.
Oh, but how long was he playing at an MVP level?
For about a month.
Is that good? Is that good?
Because he went down with injury. When he comes back, he's going to be at that same MVP level.
But the thing is, right? What has he dealt with his whole career?
Injuries. But what has he been? Dominant, even throughout those injuries. So when he comes back, he's going to continue to be that dominant AD.
Listen, Anthony Davis and his career throughout his whole career now, he's going to have spurts where he's going to look very talented, then he's going to get injured once again. And it right now is just proven. It's just a proven fact. But you can look at all the information, all the stats, or things to it to back it up. It's a proven fact. All right. Anthony Davis is never going to have a healthy season ever again. He never played 82 game career in his whole life ever. All right. So like I said, going back to John as being a Lakers fan, he just wants to throw in his
nothing about being a Lakers fan. It's about being up here, knowing the game.
Nah, bro. It's not even about knowing the game, bro. If we all know the game, bro, like Anthony Davis, you're right. If he was healthy the whole year, he makes it. But it's if. So hold up. So Steph Curry's healthy. Who you taking out?
Steph Curry not making that starting lineup. Steph Curry, if we got to make guards, we got to make guards, right?
Steph Curry ain't making the starting lineup.
Talk to me right here. There's 2 guards in the starting lineup, right? That's the format. He's not making it over SGA, who's played and been, if not the same efficient as him, better, who just been on a losing team. Luka, who's been the best player in the league. So tell me who Curry's making it over.
Over SGA.
You, my friend, are drunk.
And yo, John, and I support SGA. Like I said, if he's not in the starting lineup this year, I'm never gonna watch it. But bro, what did I say earlier for the Eastern Conference thing? Okay,
the big name, of course. I get it. We not. Our pick's not gonna make no difference.
It could. Don't say that.
You funny. Look,
it really could though, because
his name and his light skinness and his eyes and the way that the NBA promotes him, he gonna make it.
So hold up. So we're not gonna act like Steph Curry wasn't playing his best basketball before he got injured.
He's injured. How you want me to put him in?
How are we gonna play Anthony Davidson? Because hold up.
I didn't. I said there was a caveat. My starting lineup, like I mentioned, is SGA, Luka, LeBron, Zion, and Jokic. There's no AD in there. But if AD comes back and plays at that level, tell me why he's not.
But hold up, John. Hold up. You said if, right? Steph Curry comes back January 7th. He comes back January 7th, which is hold on. I'm gonna look up. I'm looking at my phone. That's in 3 days.
Let me see it because what I seen, yes, he was starting to pick it up, but what I seen in the beginning of the season was a struggling Stephen Curry to find getting anything going.
No, what you seen was the Golden State Warriors just losing games. Everybody was struggling but Steph Curry because there was so much stuff, Twitter, YouTube, freaking sports shows. Where's Steph Curry going to get help? Steph Curry was going off in the beginning of the season, bro. Off! But no one really noticed it. Like, they noticed it, but they just noticed the L's because all Golden State does is win games. You know what I mean? That's all they're really known for. So when you see Steph put up a 50-point game, they're like, oh.
And you lose? What's the point of a 50-point game? That's a
Devin Booker. What I'm saying number. Is, what? No, but what I'm saying is, when Steph put up a 50-point game this season, they typically win because their rosters are structured well, right? This year, it wasn't doing that. It wasn't, right? Like, they will lose that game. You know what I'm saying? But if you're going to talk about your Kavanaugh and Anthony Davis comes back a little later, he should be in it. I mean, bro.
And plays at that level he was playing at.
But
if he comes back and plays at the level he played at last year, no, he don't make it.
Bro, it's all, but like we're playing if games, bro. It's if and if. If and if. Steph Curry has a better chance of making the All-Star game than Anthony Davis. Facts. And let me get this straight. A fully healthy Anthony Davis makes the All-Star game 100%. I agree. I agree. But Steph Curry's just that dude. He's gonna audit. Steph Curry, you know what's crazy? Steph Curry can have the worst season of his NBA career and still be an All-Star game.
But not because of talent, but because of his name. And because
but how are you going to criticize that? How are you going to bash that? Because he already listen, just because of his name, okay, cool. He worked for all that. He worked to have his name built like that.
Okay, but the same way you mentioned, right? About it's the headlines. I'm not a headline guy. I'm watching a game. I'm not watching just what's on ESPN. I don't want to see, he got a family, he light-skinned. I don't care about that. What you doing on the court? And right now he's not on the court. So that's why he would not be on there. The same way with Anthony Davis. Now, if Anthony Davis and Stephen Curry come back and they play at that level they were playing at earlier, goodbye SGA. But come on, hey, I need people to put way more respect on Anthony Davis's name. Stop acting like he's not the best center in the league when he's fully healthy.
All I'm gonna say is I watched Anthony Davis last season, couldn't make free throws, couldn't make a mid-range, couldn't make a three-point shot, was getting bullied by Karl-Anthony Towns, Rudy Gobert. That's what I remember. This season, he comes back, starts off the season once again playing horrible, wasn't getting the ball as much, which isn't his fault. But as the best player on your team, you should be demanding the ball. The coach should be feeding you the ball. Wasn't getting much attempts until what happened. Arvin Ham put Russell Westbrook coming off the bench, and then somehow Russell Westbrook made Anthony Davis look like the best player in the league in the last month. And it's the truth because all Anthony Davis points were coming from Russell Westbrook's assists. He was literally given the most easiest buckets in his career LeBron. That he had. Yeah, for sure. Easily. But like Russ and that two-man game, Anthony Davis was literally giving him the work, right? But like, I love how you're throwing that month stretch in that he was dominant. He was dominant, but like, why can't we talk about before that, beginning of the season, Anthony Davis? Because, bro, Anthony Davis lost the Lakers too. Hold up. Anthony Davis is supposed to be our best player on our team and lost his 2 games. Can't hit free throws for game winners. And listen. And the Lakers players and Lakers overall, they get the most hate and they get the most the
most successful team in the NBA.
Bro.
Who's besides us and the Celtics? Who's more successful than us?
Bro, there's none. There's just facts. It's just facts.
That's why they hating us. They hate us because they ain't us.
I mean, if you want to say it like that, it is what it is. But all I'm saying is, Anthony Davis, can you please stay healthy for? All I'm asking, stay healthy for 62 games. Can you do that? I don't even think he can do that, John.
And if he can't, he can't. But when he on the court, he's a monster. And unfortunately, that'll hold him back from a lot of MVPs. That'll hold him back from a lot of all-star game starting lineups. But all I need people to realize is stop acting like this dude is freaking Kristaps Porzingis. Stop treating this man.
I know that.
Like, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the people out there. Stop acting like this man isn't the and should have been the MVP of the 2020 championship. Stop acting like that.
Bro,
Best center in the league.
you know, it's funny, bro, when you go back to the voting of like MVPs, Iguodala went over Curry, man. Like, come on, bro. So like, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's when you just stop taking the vote serious, bro. Like that, bro, John, like, I get it. You watch the game and this and that, but bro, the thing is that's going on now, John. Everything's entertainment, bro. That's just what it is, bro. You feel me? That's all people care about now. It's not about what they're doing on the court. It's about what can get in their pockets as these owners and businesses, what gets them selling tickets and the shows of ESPN, First Take, and all that stuff is what they can make money. That's all they really care about now, John. It's a sad truth, but it's life. It's reality. They gotta pay. You know, they got kids and wives at home. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel that.
But before we end this video, though, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Chat, I definitely messed up. Honestly, I don't even know how I forgot about the GOAT of all time. I gotta add LeBron James on my list. That's like the most.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's the most obvious one right there. But that's a long video for y'all, man. Y'all let us know what y'all think about it. Got on a little couple debates. I think it was a good one for you. Appreciate y'all so much. Get ready for part 2 of the All-Star Reserves. I love y'all so much. Make sure y'all go follow John. Not follow John. It's gonna be on his channel anyways. But subscribe to him. You feel me? He's gonna start streaming. He already has been streaming. Notifications on. And let's go crazy.
Go crazy, man. Let's go crazy. All right, y'all. We out.